Hey guys, welcome back to Coach Hall Writes. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to write a why-us essay, which is one of the most common forms of a supplemental essay on a college application. So basically, in the past couple months, I have looked at probably 500 plus essays from students, and so these are my best tips for this particular type of essay. The first thing that you need to understand is that it's very important to be specific. Oftentimes, students are way too general, and this really detracts from the quality of their writing. So you have to remember that you're answering why us, why this college. So if your essay could be about more than one college, then it's not strong enough. If you could take out NYU and put in BU and it would still make sense, it's not quite going to cut it. So here's what you need to think about. You need to think about avoiding phrases like the esteemed faculty and the small class sizes, because quite frankly, most, if not all colleges think that they offer these things as a plus. So these are just not worth mentioning. You also don't need to mention the weather. Yes, Emory is beautiful. Yes, Colorado is beautiful, but the weather is not a pull factor, or at least it shouldn't be. And also rankings. Don't obsess over the university's status because it actually reflects very poorly on you. It makes it seem like you are ultra elitist or ultra competitive, and that's not the best foot to put forward. So stay away from rankings. So what should you do instead? Even though it's called a why us essay, you need to be a part of it as well. So it's what you, the college, can offer me and what I can offer the college. It's a balance here to show that you're a good fit for the school. So let's talk about writing the actual essay itself. The first thing that you need to do to write a strong essay is to do your research. And so this is going to require that you actually go online and actually check out the university's website. Everything that you need to know to be specific will be included here. And you can also draw upon personal experience if you've gone on a campus visit. That's also up for grabs, but I know not everyone can do that. So for step 2, you need to actually make a list. So once you do this research, you have to actually write it down so you don't forget. You're going to be looking for a variety of things here, including classes, professors, clubs, volunteer opportunities, that kind of thing. You want to look for things that are interesting to you because it's going to help your voice as the student writer. So if you get excited about doing these things, it's going to really show in your essay. The next step is to make connections. So we want to make sure that you are not one-dimensional, and so we want to connect this to different elements of your personality as well as different elements of your application. So these are some questions you can ask yourself. One thing to ask is this club relevant to my major? It sounds a whole lot better to say as a member of the chemistry club as opposed to I want to major in chemistry. You could also think about activities that you're currently doing in high school and how the things that you want to do at college are an extension of that, so you can connect it to your personal experience now. That helps. You can also ask yourself, if it's something new, why do I want to do this? Because quite frankly, while there are a lot of opportunities out there for high school students, there are even more opportunities for college students. So it's okay to mention new interests that you have. It shows that you're growing as a person. The next step is to actually write the essay, and it's important to recognize that this might actually take multiple drafts. So one thing to consider is what the word count actually is, because sometimes it's 100 words, in which case students feel like they're trying to cram everything in. Don't list a bunch of stuff. Choose the most important things from your list and explain why. Rather than listing 10 things, give 2 or 3 and explain why. The next thing is that you can scale back. So it's okay to have a draft that's longer than the word count, because you can then go back and take things out to get it under the word count. But as far as the word count, the higher the word count, you want to be closer to it, but it doesn't have to be exact. However, if it's a 500 word limit, don't come in at 200 words. That's way too much of a gap there. Now, the next step is to actually edit your essay. This can be hard for students because oftentimes we don't catch our own mistakes. And so I would recommend having someone else look at it, but look at it yourself first. One thing to do is to read it aloud, because this helps us catch our own mistakes. So go to a quiet place and just read your essay aloud. Let's say you're looking for another set of eyes on your application, but money's kind of tight because you have those application fees. One method to use is edocratic.com. This is a relatively new website where students can, for a very small fee, upload their essay and get feedback within less than 24 hours. From either highly trained English teachers like myself or college admissions officers. So you're going to get lots of feedback to tell you about the content, the style, the flow, everything you need. So if you guys are curious about checking out this website, please use my referral link. I'll leave it in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you that are in the college application process, best of luck. And until next time, guys, happy writing.